What's going on, my YouTubers? It is your boy Ghostface Gaming back once again with another video upload for you guys. This time it is a review of Queen and Slim. Yo, extremely dope movie. First off, I'm gonna start off by giving nods, you know what I'm saying, to the actors, the lead protagonists in this movie. As you see them two sitting right here, Daniel Kaluuya, excuse me if I jacked your name up, bruh, and Jodie Turner-Smith. Now, I don't know the actual director or producer of this movie, but they give her nods and credit to Beyonce's Lemonade, but one of her biggest credits is Insecure on HBO. So, we're gonna give complete nods to Flea, Chloe Sevigny, Bokeem Woodbine. If you don't know who Bokeem Woodbine is, his most credible nod for a lot of you old heads is he was the guy in the Tupac I Ain't Mad At You video. We have India Moore, Sturgill Simpsons, and Kobe Booth. So this is an urban dramatic Bonnie and Clyde for 2019, we should say. Now, with Queen, it touches a lot of topics, meaning the social injustice that we deal with here today. We really should just label this when a Tinder date goes wrong. So, all right. Queen and Slim met each other on Tinder. It was their first date. That's how this movie starts. That was the first scene you saw. Them meeting in a diner, having dinner together. It leads off into they're leaving from the diner. Slim's giving Queen a ride home. They get pulled by the police. The police officer gets real erratic, like most police officers today do. It looks like he's about to shoot Slim. Queen gets out of the car. Once she gets out of the car, the officer shoots her. Slim ends up fighting the officer. It ends up killing the officer in self-defense. And then they go on the run. And from there is exactly where the movie picks up at. So, from a movie viewer's perspective, it was an extremely good movie. I had a lot of problems with the plot point. You know, at some points, it took a while to build up to get to where we needed to be. And at some points, it moved a little bit too fast. And you was like, okay, wait. Am I missing something here? Like... They made a lot of dumb mistakes from the beginning of the movie, but Queen was an attorney and Slim is just your regular average guy, never been in trouble, never been in any type of problem. Of course, they wouldn't know, what to do in this movie. But the message it conveyed, I had some problems with the message that it conveyed. In one scene, after they're on the run, they end up running into this guy trying to get the car fixed who they got from Queen's uncle. It's a pivotal story between Queen and her uncle, and a little boy, he pretty much tells him, I want to be immortal. Because what you guys do, people go remember y'all forever. So in the middle of a protest and rally, because people are protesting and rallying in defense of what Queen and Slim did. So it started something. And he took that message wrong. He ended up going up to an officer, pulling a gun on him. Yeah, the kid ends up shooting the black officer. Somebody that was trying to help him and telling him, just go home, kid, just go home. So it conveyed a darker message on how things can turn out when people don't know the full story to the narrative and they take their own interpretation to it. Now we're going to go all the way back to the beginning of the movie. When they went on the run, she figured she needed to go to New Orleans to meet her uncle because her uncle could help her. Her uncle turns out to be Bokeem Woodbine, the guy from the Tupac I Ain't Mad At You video. Now, her uncle tells her, we know who you are, you on the run, and I'm not helping you. But he really does end up helping her, so he gives them a place to stay overnight. He gives them a card because she tells him, man, you got to help me because you owe me. And how he is when they were little, when she was little, her mom and her uncle got into an argument over family property, and her uncle ended up pushing her mom, and her mom cracked her head open and died. She had just passed the bar exam, so her first task was getting her uncle off for her mom's murder because she knew it was an accident. Now, the officer that they ended up shooting, plot point in him was he had killed somebody, a black man, 2 years before while the man was taking his children to school. So he's already was one of those officers that takes the law too far in his hands. And, Slim asked Queen, did you know about this? And she said no. So it was a lot of points in the movie. It was some ups and downs to it. One of my favorite parts of the movie is Flea, only because I'm a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. So the fact to see Flea in the movie, and he was a real nigga in my eyes, because the uncle told her, listen, you could go down to this spot in Savannah. I know a guy there. From here, he's going to get you there the way they was trying to go. They was trying to go to Cuba because Cuba has no extradition laws. So they make it to Flea house. White lady across the street sees them. You two black people hood in a Pontiac Catalina on some foes. You look suspect. You know what I mean? Plot point wise, a lot of things they did, most people wouldn't have did in real life, but then on a realistic scale, they might have. So they gets to the people house, police raid Flea and his wife house. The wife want to tell, but she doesn't tell. So they leave from there, and when they leave from there, they end up going to Georgia. They end up making it to Florida. They finally make it to Florida, and this black guy, they end up making it to Florida, and this black guy sees them asleep in their car, and he comes up to him, and he's pretty much telling them they got to trust him. He's friends of Flea's people. He's gonna get them where they need to go. So they end up going with the black guy. The black guy was like, yo, my people say they ain't gonna be able to get the plane till tomorrow. And it's like, nah, we need the plane now. So he calls him back. He's like, yeah, the plane will be ready in an hour, but we got to leave now. So they end up leaving with the black guy. And let's just call the black guy Goldmouth. They end up leaving with the black guy, and the black guy drops him off, and it ends up being a setup. They end up going with the black guy, and it ends up being a setup. So when they get to the landing strip down in Florida, and they get ready to get on the plane's cranking up. Police come out of everywhere. You could kind of expect that. They come out of everywhere, and they surround them. And Queen pretty much tells Slim, yo, I'm not letting go of your hand. And the most devastating part of the movie, she looks over, spoiler, and asks him, can I be your legacy? And he whips his head just as fast and tells her, you already are. Before he could finish the words, some dumbass white female cop shoots her. The epitome of what we go through today as black people. Antsy ass cops with no de-escalation training. So Slim picks up Queen and is walking with her, and they fire off and they kill Slim. Yeah, I advise everybody to go out and see the movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it, man. This is a movie to go see. I do have a question though. Drop a comment down in the comment sections, because when I went, the movie was sold out. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit up front with my neck leaned back. Just thank God we was at a movie theater with some reclined seats. My neck would have been hurting, but yeah, leave a comment down in the comment section. Did you guys turn out for Harriet like that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't check out the Harriet movie because Baby said she didn't want to see it. But did you guys turn out for Harriet like that? We need more movies like this for the community. Not necessarily like over exaggeratory example of what goes on, but movies like this are good for us, man. Wakanda forever. You feel me? Man from Get Out, he did his thing in this role. This man ate like a sand through the whole movie. Oh, I love Queen's depiction. Even though I think she took the angry black woman a little bit over the top in a few places, because they gave her the angry black woman role. But yo, like, subscribe, and share the social media platform. This is just a brief review of Queen and Slim. Light spoilers, you know what I'm saying? We still doing our 150 mortal plan. 150 subscribers, I will be doing a $25 gift card giveaway. And share the social media platforms. It's your boy Ghostface Gaming, man. Go check out Queen and Slim, yo. This actually is a good movie for the culture. It's your boy Ghostface Gaming. I'm out, yo. Take care of each other, y'all. Peace. Yes, they fire off and they kill Slim. This is not quite the ending I was expecting. I can't wait for the movie to come out so I can see the alternate ending to it. And with Goldmouth being the snitch, because you don't see until like almost the end of the movie and they show them dying, and Slim's dad, who is a Emmy, covering up his son's body. You see Flynn, his wife, watching the news. You see Bokeem Woodbine and his little ladies watching the news. And you see Goldmouth watching the news, smoking a blunt with the strap on the table and $500,000 in cash on the table because they was worth $250 a piece. Now, as far as storytelling wise, I like the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a good urban drama, Bonnie and Clyde type feel vibe. I like that. You know what I'm saying? The aspect of what we go through today dealing with police, I like that. The message it conveyed, that how we get the narrative wrong, I liked and I dislike that. Do I advise any and everybody to go see this movie right now? Hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah.